Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
Hey, this is MediaShinobi, and we have ssjgojira here to review The Amazing Spider-Man, the movie.
Yeah. And since I'm the only one who actually watched it, I feel alone. But I get a lot of space, so I'm happy.
Don't f this up, bro!
Alright, so going into this movie, I thought of one thing, mostly. It's going to be different from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. And for the record, yeah, it pretty much is. The tone felt different. The characters are, the characters you expect to see. And I love the fact they use Gwen Stacy instead of Mary Jane, because people don't know this, but Gwen Stacy is Spider-Man's original love interest. And, yeah, the entire gist of it is the movie is trying to differentiate itself from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. It's not trying to be a copycat, which I really enjoyed. Now, overall, the movie is actually pretty good. I just feel sorry for the fact that it's surrounded by the Avengers and the Dark Knight. It's not fair. So, yeah, like, what I mean by different means, it takes a lot of things differently. Like, even Uncle Ben's death, and it's not a spoiler, we know he's gonna die, so before anyone says that. Yeah, he dies, and when Spider-Man first becomes, when Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man, he actually, instead of like, with great power, with great responsibility, or that kind of BS, he initially just mostly looks for the guy who killed Uncle Ben. And it was just very interesting. He just like, most of the time when he first becomes Spider-Man, he's looking for this guy. And sure, he just captured like, some people who he thought they was a guy, but they were criminals. He doesn't actually, go out saving people. He just wants to catch a guy. He's on a mission of revenge. It doesn't trying to go straight towards the fact that, Uncle Ben's death affected him and, he's got to take responsibility and what power he has now. And I even think the romance is actually a bit better in this movie too, because it's kind of like a bit awkward teen romance, but it kind of works for Peter Parker's character. And Gwen Stacy, I think I like more than Mary Jane nowadays because, well, she does more than get captured. She's freaking smart and she's cute at the same time, which is always a plus. Yeah, Jan,
Yeah.
And Spider-Man character itself, I think, is a bit of an improvement since Sam Raimi's because what I really didn't like about Sam Raimi's one, I'm not saying I did like the series itself, but the only thing I thought they could have done, which they did in Amazing Spider-Man, is the fact that Spider-Man is a smartass when he's fighting crime. He is a smartass. Even when he's fighting the Lizard, he makes smartass comments. And that's what I thought that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was missing. It was cool and all, and it gets serious, but I miss that Spider-Man charm where, he's gonna beat down a villain and talk crap about it at the same time, which I really like. All in all, it is a good movie. I just really suggest you watch it in theaters, especially. The web slinging scenes are different. The action is pretty well done, actually. And I would say this is Stan Lee's best cameo. We know he's gonna show up, but his cameo, it made me laugh so much. And really, the down point of this movie is actually the Lizard himself. They could have used. I think they didn't use him up to his full potential. And one more thing. Here's a small spoiler alert. I thought they were going to go with the ending with Spider-Man 1 because it looked like that. It had a very similar vibe to it. And I was like dreading that because it looked like it was going to lead up to that. But one tiny little sentence changed that. I'm like, thank you. Alright, so if I had to compare with the Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man, I would say this movie is actually better. Because Spider-Man was a bit more in character because of his sarcastic comments. I like the fact that he didn't right away become, the hero Spider-Man. He kind of abuses his powers at first, which I really like. It's a good change of pace. And it leads up to a question. They left a couple of questions unanswered, actually. Like, he didn't actually catch the guy who killed Uncle Ben. And they didn't, even though it said in the trailer, they didn't really explain about how big Peter's parents' role is. And we know it's going to be a big because I think there were S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the comics. I don't know, really. I'm not really sure. But hopefully in the sequel we'll get that. And yeah, so that's all I got to say. Just check this movie out. It's really worth it. And good job, Mark Webb. Was that okay, right?
Yeah.
You're never satisfied.
No, I'm not! Whatever. It's better when I'm in it.